All day I've put up with that. He can really grate on the nerves.
I suppose this is right. No, I agree.
And what I'm going to tell you next won't make you any more fond of him.
What are you talking about? I mean, Balin, I think, probably is similar to Gorham in the fact that he's very close, and so he feels confident kind of letting down his guard. What are you talking about?
Trian has begun to move against you. I never thought his much-proclaimed honor would allow him to actually act on his jealousy. Big brother, Trian is going to try to kill you.
He recognizes I'm a threat. Good. How do you know?
I overheard him giving orders to some of his men, and I was shocked. Then it began to make sense. Trian's decided you're a threat to his taking the throne. Maybe he's right.
This is insane. I refuse to discuss this. No. How am I a threat to him?
He fears what you are becoming, in the eyes of the people and the Assembly. Trian's the named prince, but only the Assembly can proclaim a king. It would be unusual for the Assembly to ignore the king's choice, but it does happen.
The founder of House Bimo became a paragon and king in one move from the Assembly, and he was a commoner.
That was an extraordinary case, but at least a half-dozen times the Assembly named a lesser family member, or even someone from another house, as king. Usually, it's the popular younger brother of an undesirable prince.
But I would make a good ruler. No. So Trian thinks the Assembly would prefer me.
Look at it from his perspective. You're more personable than he's ever been. If you win glory against the Darkspawn tomorrow, it will only strengthen the case for you as the next heir. Trian fears Father will replace him on the spot. If not, the Assembly will surely turn against him when Father dies. You know his pride will never allow him to step aside.
I'm personable. I just want to take this moment. No one's ever called me that before, because it's not in any way true. What's your angle in this? What do you think I should do?
You're the elder. I'll follow your lead as always.
Gorham, what do you say?
Permission to speak freely?
I asked, didn't I? Of course, friend.
Trian would make a terrible king, but no one wants to say it. He has just enough backing in the Assembly to make it ugly when your father dies, but not enough to become king. Killing him now makes your house stronger and saves a great deal of bloodshed later.
Infighting in our house now could make it look bad as well. We'll wait, see what Trian does.
Very well. I'll keep my eyes open. I don't want to lose the brother I actually like.
Trian won't do anything stupid. You worry too much now. I'm glad for your concern, brother. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm taking your place as father's second, so I'll be at hand tomorrow. For now, try to get some sleep.
Let's go. You don't want to keep those lovely ladies waiting.
Trian and his men will clear the way for the Grey Wardens to descend into the easternmost caverns. Those caverns are still infested by the worst of the Darkspawn. We cannot risk our own troops in there.
Understood, Lord Haramond. We should be able to sense the Darkspawn and avoid them once the way is open.
May the Paragons favor you, and the stone catch you if you fall. Come then, glory awaits!
That'd probably be a bit painful.
Balin, you and your men will second the king, clearing the main road.
Don't you think it looks a little cowardly to allow these humans to take our place where the fighting is thickest?
Are you questioning the battle plan?
Of course not. I'm sure your caution is for the glory of us all.
Enough, Balin. Take your men and make ready. Haramond and I need to have words with your sibling.
Good luck,
Ooh.
brother.
Angry face.
Father has a special mission for you.
Eep.
In the eastern deep roads, there is a secret door carved into the stone.
The door leads to a Taig, abandoned long ago by your ancestors. The Darkspawn have made it impossible to reach it.
My father believed that the shield of the Paragon Aidukan remains in that Taig, under the stones of the central room. Reclaim the shield, and
Ah. I'm supposed to do this alone. No, I'll have Gorim. What else is in the tag? It would be quite a find.
We've sent 2 scouts ahead to make sure the tunnels are cleared. But be careful. One of the scouts will meet you at the first crossroads you come to. The second will be further in. When you get to the door, use your signet ring to open it. Questions?
Okay. Where do we go from there?
The crossroads where you meet the first scout will be the rendezvous point. There you can present the shield to the lords and demonstrate the strength of Aidukin.
May the ancestors watch over you, my child.
He's worried about us. Ah. Right. Deep roads. The deep roads. There isn't a dwarf alive who remembers the deep roads as they once were. They were the network of tunnels that joined the Tigers together. To be honest, it isn't even right to give them such a simple term as tunnels. They are works of art, with centuries of planning demonstrated in the geometry of their walls, with the statues of the paragons that watch over travellers, with the flow of lava that keeps the deep roads lit and warm. The cloud gazes up on the surface, talk of the imperial highway built by the magisters of old, a raised walkway that crossed thousands of miles, something that could only have been built by magic. Perhaps it is comparable to the deep roads, although we dwarves didn't need magic. I suppose it doesn't matter anymore. The Darkspawn rule the deep roads now. When Orzammar sealed off the entrances to the deep roads, abandoning everything that lay out there, we handed over the kingdom that was to those black bastards forever. To think that there are genlocks crawling over Bonamar now, tearing down our statues and defiling our greatest works. Corruption covers everything we built out there. Every dwarf who goes out and comes back says that it gets worse with each passing year. The foulness spreads a little further. And the cloud gazers think the Darkspawn are gone just because they aren't spilling out onto the surface. One day when Orzammar is gone for good, they'll find out differently. Those Darkspawn won't have anywhere else to go but up, and they'll do it. The surface folk will have themselves a blight that will never end. I've already read those ones, so we can ignore those. That got a bit angry, didn't it? What was I doing? I can't remember what I was thinking of doing. So let's go in. Actually, it doesn't matter. We're both on. I've just been playing Tale of Orzammar, so I'm used to switching to spiders. Switching to the other character. Hello. Charge forward. Okay, why do I have a thing? I have a space for a spell. But I don't have a spell there. Oh, because everything else is passive, so I've just confused it. Okay, that's alright. Right, fighting. That's a giant spider. Yeah. Culture and history. What have we got? We've got. Oh, okay, we've already done that. Characters. Lord Pyrrell Haramont. No one is born with rights to the throne. The sitting king may recommend a successor, but the assembly ultimately decides who will rule. House Haramont is one of the oldest noble houses, as old as Orzammar itself. Endrin's most trusted advisor, Haramont, is well known for being an able administrator and the author of many compromises in the ever-warring assembly. Well, there's going to be a genlock in it. Oops. This area looks familiar, doesn't it? Yeah. So I'm guessing this is what. I'm guessing it was Balin in the Tale of Orzammar, and this is what he was doing. So he put the. So was he putting the shield there? So I'm guessing what happened was that Gorim sword. Wow, that's very useful. Was he heard from... Whoa. There's a trap there by the looks of it. He'd heard Endrin, our father, speaking of the shield and the artifact there, manages to find it Or, surely if he was going to find it, he'd present it himself. I wonder what he's up to. Friendlin!
You made it, Commander. Did you run afoul of any darkspawn?
Nothing we couldn't handle. Monstrous things! They were everywhere! No. Nothing we couldn't... A few. They weren't organised.
Still, that was more than we expected. Once I finished scouting the tunnels, I hid here to avoid the darkspawn. Most tunnels are dead ends. The one we want is swarming with those fiends. It's going to be a fight.
We are warriors. Nothing stands in our way.
As you say, onward then.
Oh, are you joining us? Are you another... I think you're another sword and shield dude, aren't you? Sword and shield! Yeah. No one messes with the sword and shield dudes. No, the shrieks. There were shrieks there. I don't think that... But we're fighting different things. It's that way. I think it's just this way. Isn't it? Or is it that way? Because this was blocked off in the Tale of Ozma. So I want to see what's down here. Oh, these are blocked off themselves. Interesting. I don't know if anything's actually down here, but... It's a trap! Got him. Deal with those. Ah, okay. We don't have any kind of healing. This is not good. There's one behind me. Where did that come from? Deep Stalker leader. We need to go switch around. Okay, you're stunned. So take him on, please. Right. So coming down here was not a good idea. Corpse, a door. Right. We can't loot them for anything, can we? Can we talk to Frandlin?
We should hurry.
Right, I think we've gone the wrong way. Dead ends, as Frandlin said. Dwarven heavy armor. Is that better than what I'm currently wearing? I can't wear it. Anyone else? No, I just have a bit of armor. Right. And that's walled off there. Right. So, we'll head back. I think once we get out, we'll turn right. Because I think, yeah, the one to the left is just a, that's just a dead end. I mean, there might be something there worth looting, but, wouldn't bet on it, so... So there should be like a load of darkspawn trying to kill us at some point, from what Frandlin said. Around here, maybe? Oh, of course. Charge! Is it only the three of them? No, there's more. Okay, you switch to that one. Frandlin, yes, help Gorim. No, help me. Help me. Yep. Having 3 warriors is quite good. Just... I'm guessing these guys are deliberately fairly easy just because there's no other kind of... they don't want you to die horribly in the Origins. That's just going to be... pardon me. That's just going to be a disincentive to continue. Did I just miss something entertaining happening? I think I just did. You're right, Frandlin. Sounds like you got hit by a fireball. I mean, a game like this, which has those kind of why am I getting lyrium potions? that is kind of random and has die rolls in it. I'd prefer to have like a log, kind of like in Baldur's Gate. There's a scout.
You're here. I thought the Darkspawn had got you for sure.
Is that how you address your commander? Yeah, is that how you address your commander?
Apologies, Commander. There's not a ton of formality down here in the deep roads.
True.
We want the tunnel ahead, but there are Darkspawn tracks all over it. Be careful.
Okay. Have you seen the Tiger Door?
I haven't ventured more than 100 yards ahead for fear of alerting other Darkspawn. I'll follow your lead, Commander.
Thank you. I was probably a bit mean to him. Scout. And he says we want to go this way. Which I think was the way we went, but yes, I think it was fairly sure this is the way we went with Merlin and... was it Orson? Now all I can think of is Lunaville 7. Good night, Orson! I'm not sure how many people will actually get that reference. Okay. Got a Genlock Alpha. You're a bowman, aren't you? Oh, you're rogue. Rogue. Good. Attack, attack. You attack, and you move up here, and we'll try and work out what we're going to do with you in a moment. Actually, maybe shoot you, thinking about it. No, yes, shoot. We'll send you forward. Okay, can we not split up? And can we take... oh, actually... yeah, you wipe those guys out now. Yeah, I think this is probably going to end up killing Gorim. You keep targeting him. Warcry penalty to attack. Charge! Actually, Gorim, you take a health poultice. You know it's extreme when I start using health poultices. There we go, they're dealt with. Who's tougher? Ooh, codex updated. It'll probably be something to do with the alpha, I'm guessing. Yeah, Gorin probably needs a bit of a just to hold the rest. Right, so we will loot where we can. Demonic Ichor. A greater health poultice. Wow, they... Dude, you're the only rogue here. You should be able to spot these things. Can you unlock that? Oh, you can. Probably. Not really worth it. We could go back to that previous chest, but I think that's kind of out of character. We've got a job to do, which is to get the shield, so we should go and get the shield.